There's a new woman-owned, family-first grass company in town, and it's changing the game when it comes to artificial turf.
Here to tell us more about the company is Carla Azebiaga, the CEO of Big Bully Turf. And she's brought waffles with her too. No, not the food.
Waffles.
This. Waffles.
Look at that face. Oh my goodness.
I mean, Carla, we're desperate to talk about your business and what you guys do, but can we just take a moment?
Look at that. Look at that.
This is a mood. She's my spirit animal.
This is her all the time.
Oh! Okay, so while everyone at home is taking a look at waffles, how did Big Bully Turf start?
So Big Bully Turf started out of my frustration of actually having to have looking for my own installers to change my yard, change my home, right? I spent a lot of time making phone calls. Some of them wouldn't show up. Then other times they'd give me these bids and they wouldn't take me through the process. I spent a lot of years doing product management and developing products and experiences that people would love. So I thought, why don't I give this a shot? You know, and do it from my point of view on what I thought maybe was lacking out there in the industry today that was looking for an additional way to work with installers and home improvement.
I think waffles also is. I think she's agreeing with what Carla is saying.
Don't forget about this. Don't forget about.
Yeah, exactly. So starting a business can be tricky. Well, go ahead.
Waffles.
I think she just wants her mama. Oh,
come here. Come on, you can be on TV.
So good.
She's doing good now.
Yes. She just.
She's like, where's my camera?
Yes.
Camera 2 waffles. There you go. Okay.
Oh,
She's gonna take a stroll.
great. She's like, I'm out of here.
That's good. She's fine.
She did her cameo, you know. We know that starting a business is sometimes it comes with all sorts of challenges. It can be no easy feat. It's a journey. But what has been your favorite part about doing this?
Well, my favorite part is that we're woman-owned. And we really are women-operated, along with having a lot of amazing men in our company. We really are women-owned, and it's different in the home improvement industry, right? The idea is that women, to me, and I believe all of us believe this, we're the final decision makers when it comes to things that are going to change our homes, right? Mm-hmm. So it's now finding a way to speak to women, and of course, husbands and wives, everybody, to be able to say, no, this is how things can be different. And so with having a woman point of view and I'm building a company that's specialized in that, it has been really, really fun.
I mean, that's where that saying comes from, the house needs a woman's touch.
Yeah. And it's also been really fun to develop a new way of the way that we onboard people that we want to work with, right? Our designers, the people that are in the production area, but I really handpick people to work with us to make sure that it's people that I want to work with and that we're building a great foundation, a great culture in our company. It's about culture also.
Talking of people handpicked that you personally select to work with, waffles.
Yes.
Let's talk about this young lady who did a scene-stealing moment and then walked off to go and get some extra makeup and find out where her M&Ms were.
Yeah.
What's her story? What's the deal with waffles?
So waffles is actually the reason I started my search for, I was trying to say that earlier, but she was interrupting me. But for starting my search for turf, right? I was looking for something that was kid-friendly, pet-friendly, that would also be gorgeous outside. And I found it struggle with that. Sometimes the turf that I would find, whether I was going to a big box store or whether I was going to have to come in, it wasn't what I wanted, right? It lacked certain features. And she helped me design it ultimately by rolling around on the different turfs that I was trying to design. But now she does some of the QA with me, quality assurance, as we walk some of the jobs.
Well, what differentiates your company from other companies in the space?
Well, besides that we're women-owned, it's really the fact that we designed our own proprietary turf, right? So I really took time to figure out what it was that we wanted in the home and that what people were asking for in the home. So it wasn't just one and done. We did a lot of trial and error. Is it going to fit your home? Is it going to fit So I think that's a really important piece of our company is how we put that together.
What makes your turf stand out compared to the competitors?
Oh, first of all, turf is gorgeous, by the way. All right, so by far, I might be a little biased, but it's very beautiful. We started with basically, let's talk about aesthetics, right? We wanted some lush greens, so I started with some field greens, some olive greens, put that really lush look together. Then we decided we needed to be really nice and thick. So the pile height, that's the height of the blades, it's about 2 inches high. Well, compared to our competitors, it's normally about 1 inch height. So it gives you that really fluffy feel. Then we wanted to make sure that it was cool to your feet, your pet's feet, everybody's feet. So we decided to do, it's more of the top bottom layer is white. so it reflects the heat, keeping it cooler. And then the back is pink, and it's called Brilliance by Carla, and that's what with Brilliance by Carla, and it's pink, and so it also helps keep it cooler.
Awesome,
Great.
yeah.
You know your grass. That's
Yes.
why she's like, I know what
Well,
I'm
it's something
saying.
I really had to get into,
It's
right?
so
You can't go
great.
into it without research and understanding it.
Yes, well, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Oh my gosh, it's been so
To
great.
learn more about the company, be sure to visit bigbullyturf.com.